So, Nick, I want to ask you kind of a loaded question. You could spend the rest of your life in a hockey rink, or you could spend the rest of your life in this very ice house.
Ooh, that's a tough one. A little bit of both, probably.
You can't pick.
I can't. I have to pick one.
You got to pick one.
Ah, man. Probably the Ice Shack.
The Ice Shack. Okay, so what you're saying is you're not an invested hockey parent. You're more invested as a resort
As
owner.
I get older, maybe I get a little wiser and just kind of realize that it's more for fun than so serious.
Right? Well, you would know something about serious two-time national champion Nick Anthony, who is now being a very gracious fishing guide. We've caught a few fish, some perch. We're waiting on a walleye. We got the game coming up tonight, Max Rivalry. Your daughter Olivia's on the girls' team. Have you been pleased so far with the Warriors season?
Oh, it's been a fun year for sure. Obviously, her being the youngster, she's made a lot of friends, and the girls are treating her really well. But as a team, it's a pretty special group. A lot of mature leaders, and Katie Comstock and Kaya Sandy, and Emmy Hardwick too as well. Just been great to her, and she's having a lot of fun here this year for sure.
That's the big part too. It's not just on ice. You want to make sure that when you have the young player on the team that they're accepted and that they fit in. So I'm glad that the older girls are showing her the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, so far it's been great, and I hope for big things for these girls. It's a good group of kids for sure.
For sure. Now, your son Dom is at Shattuck-St. Mary's, and we were talking a little bit on the way out here about how you've noticed him grow as a person, not just as a hockey player. What are some of the changes you've noticed with Dom?
His roommate's from Beijing, China.
Okay.
Population, I think, 21 million people.
It's a little bigger in Warroad.
So coming from Warroad, definitely a little change. But being responsible, living on his own, academically figuring out school's important, and not being able to hide in the classroom like he might have done before. But we're seeing some great things. He's having a lot of fun, and obviously the hockey's the hockey.
Oh yeah, it speaks
great
for
experience,
itself, right?
but he's having a blast.
Now, you also went to Shattuck. You are a former Sabre. What was your experience? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, come on.
Jumbo.
Look at that. That's a big boy right there. How would you rate this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, it's a 9.4.
It's a 9.4 right
Yes,
there. Look at this
that's a
expert
beauty.
just
That's a
unhooking. I'm going to drop her back.
There you go.
What a
Put your
beautiful
mouth
fish.
in.
What do you want me to do?
Thumb right in the mouth.
Thumb right in the mouth.
There you go.
Oh,
Pinch it.
Look at that bad
Nice.
boy, huh?
There you go.
All thanks to Nick Anthony
Great
and
job.
Ballard's Resort. Now, as a young man, you're obviously a very talented hockey player. Get going, little guy. Get going. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. Okay, there you go. All right. That was a big one. Did you ever think you'd end up working at a resort?
No, definitely didn't imagine this is where I'd be. But as 20 years later, here we are. My wife and I, we really enjoy the business. We've watched it grow exponentially, and you meet a lot of cool people. Similar to hockey, a lot of fishing families come up and whatnot, and they become your friends, and that's kind of what makes it special.
Does it almost feel like a replacement for therapy coming to the ice house?
Yeah, it does. It's a nice place to go hide sometimes. Obviously, having you guys out here is fun, catching fish. And
Yeah. Well, thankfully, I caught a fish. I made you look really
right on
good
cue.
there.
Right on cue.
What are some of the challenges with running a resort like this?
Obviously staff, which we have a great staff. We're very fortunate. But, it's easy to find a fishing guide, but it's hard to find someone that wants to be a housekeeper. And we have
that's a good
a great group of people there that do all the things. And it's a great team, from the guide staff all the way down to, not down, all the way over to the housekeepers and cooks and all the things, right? It takes everybody.
That was right out of the Harvard Business School preferred language, best practices right there. Not top down, but top over.
Top over,
Everybody,
right,
all the way across. That's very new age of you, Nick.
Yeah. I've
like that a
grown
lot.
up a lot in 20 years. Watch this when I catch a fish.
You're going to catch one right here?
Maybe
You're going
not.
to catch one right here?
Let it go to you.
Two-time national champion's not going to catch a fish?
No. Can't even get him.
We were talking a little bit off camera about what kind of bond that those national championship teams have. We don't have to go into everything, but tell me a little bit about the camaraderie between guys like you and John Weibel, and was Pat O'Leary on that team?
Oh yeah, Pat was a roommate of mine.
Okay.
You know, a lot of fun times. Obviously, a long time ago now. It's kind of fun to see how everybody's growing up, and you know, everyone has families now, and we actually have an alumni event coming up. I believe the 17th. You got a fish over there now.
Oh, we're biting.
Catch it.
We're biting.
Catch it. Oh, there it is.
There we go. This is why he runs the place,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, the boys, you know, we have that bond together, and obviously hockey was the nice sauger there.
That's a nice one. What kind of fish is that?
Sauger.
A sauger?
Yep. Brown in color, dots on the dorsal.
All right, what family of fish does that live in?
Same as a walleye. Tastes just like a walleye.
Tastes just like a walleye.
We're going to let them grow up.
See you, buddy.
Yeah. Catch and release. But yeah, the boys, you know, we still have that bond together, and like I said, seeing everybody grow up. A lot of the guys now are done playing, you know, the guys that made it to the big show, and still see them at the rink. Just saw Jordan Leopold.
Oh yeah, he's always around.
Weeks. Yeah, he's pretty involved for sure.
Oh, you mentioned the big show. We got a big show tonight. It's the Max rivalry game named after Max Marvin, and the story behind the game is very, very powerful. So I want to get a Warroad native's take on what the Max rivalry means to this community.
Well, first of all, I can't claim that I'm a Warroad native, but
oh, you're a local.
I am a local
You're a
now.
local.
Yes, I don't want to offend any of the actual natives, but it's a pretty special night for the town for sure. I think it'll be a great crowd. You know, just to raise awareness, and you know, it's unfortunate obviously what happened, and no one wants to see that happen, but you know, it'll be a fun for both towns to rally behind. Obviously hockey's huge up here, and it's always fun to go to the rink because you never know who you're going to see. Yeah. You know, a lot of big names from Roseau and Warroad, and there's obviously that big rivalry, yet respect as well. You know, and especially having both teams play tonight, the girls and the boys, it'll be a pretty special night. You know, it'll be fun.
Yeah, and you can feel free to tell me to buzz off with this question, but as a father of two teenagers, what do those conversations surrounding mental health look like in your household? Are they fairly formal, like this is what the American Association of Pediatric Medicine says, or is it more of a, hey, if you're feeling something, come talk to me?
Yeah, I think it's the latter for us. You know, I feel like the times are so different. You know, I just hoping your kids can be open and honest and communicate with you, and you develop that relationship with them. You know, because it's a real thing. And obviously, with all the social media and all the extra things anymore, it's, you know, raising kids I don't think is very easy. You know, you're trying to be a good parent, yet, you know, let the kids grow up on their own as well, and you know, they don't go outside and play baseball after school like they used to. It's you know, sit on them phones and stare at them. So it's a little you never know what to think about it.
Yeah, there's a balance between trying to let them fall down and scrape their knee and get back up, but not let them fall down, crack their head open, and bleed out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that the delicate balance of parenting is something that I think can't be overstated. So I appreciate you sharing with what your family does, and maybe if they're not playing baseball, they can come out to the ice house with you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, very rarely can we get everybody on the same schedule to come ice fishing. But it's fun, for sure.
It is fun, for sure. That's Nick Anthony, two-time national champion at the University of Minnesota, a father of two?
Three.
Father of three. Sorry, I forgot to mention the third one there. He's got a wedding anniversary coming up in 20 years, so he is a real person. He's not just a fabulous fishing guide and a wonderful resort owner. There's somebody scooting away from us right there. Ah, shoot. Nick, thank you so much for letting us mic you up, and thank you for having us in your ice house.
Yeah, thanks for coming up, guys. It's great to have you guys up in our town here.